Right, we have an update for you from Chelsea and the status of the relationship between the owners. Now, our chief reporter, Kaveh Solokol, is back with me. Kaveh, before we get into that, there's an update on what could be very significant for the club. Tell us.
Yes, Chelsea are in talks with Qatar Airways about a front-of-shirt sponsorship deal. They're also in talks with 2 other airlines as well. But I think, of course, it would be hugely significant if they were to do a deal with Qatar Airways. I'm thinking off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure Qatar Airways in the past have sponsored Barcelona, I think, PSG as well, obviously, they have been involved with. Now, Chelsea started this season without a front-of-shirt sponsor after their short-term deal with Infinite Athlete ran out. Now, a lack of Champions League football means that it's been more difficult for Chelsea to find the right deal. One source has told us this evening that Chelsea are close to doing a deal with Qatar Airways, but my understanding at the moment is that that deal is not close, but they are in talks with Qatar Airways. So I think it'd be an important deal for Chelsea. Obviously, it's a little bit strange watching a side as big as Chelsea without a sponsor on their shirts, although if you're old school like me, you quite like seeing shirts without sponsors on them. But I think that could be set to change. And obviously, it would be an important new source of revenue for the club once the deal is done. Right,
Kaveh, we've been spending a lot of time saying that this gentleman and this gentleman not got the best of relationships. And that is hurting Chelsea at the top of the club. Any change in that?
Look, I think the best way to put it is that nothing much has changed. The reason people are talking about their relationship again is the 2 of them were sitting next to each other on Saturday. Chelsea away at West Ham. Behdad Iqbali, Todd Bowley sitting next to each other, both wearing suits and ties, both drinking coffee. Now, that led to speculation that have there been clear-the-air talks? Have there been peace talks? Is the civil war at Chelsea, so-called civil war at Chelsea, over now? I don't think there was really much of a civil war. I think it's fair to say that the relationship between the 2 men was fractured. They've got different ideas about the way they think that Chelsea should be run. But of course, Behdad Iqbali, who co-founded Clearlake, is in the stronger position because Clearlake own 62% of the shares. So I think the best way to describe it is that the relationship between the 2 men remains businesslike, professional and cordial. That is how I would put it.